All right, I've got my list of items, I've got my cash, and I'm ready to go thrifting this morning. So come along with me because I am looking for some things for a housewarming gift. I have a new neighbor that has built a barn-dominium. You may have noticed their little feathered friends that have come over to visit a couple of times in a few of my videos. But I thought I would go out and maybe find some things that, a basket or tray that I could put some items in, a vase or maybe a planter of some sort that I could repurpose in some way for some flowers or some herbs, something like that. And of course, and then fill that with lots of other goodies. So let's head to the thrift store and see what we can find. This thrift store has an excellent furniture section, so I just couldn't resist. I don't need any more furniture, and I don't flip furniture anymore, but goodness, I have to just take a look. I mean, look at this cabinet. It's gorgeous for $150. It was a TV cabinet, but I have one similar to this that I'm actually going to turn into a pantry. These can be done so many different ways. And this piece right here would make an excellent buffet or even a, dresser in your bedroom. But this one too, there's just so many possibilities. You just kind of have to open your mind when you see these TV cabinets. There wasn't anything else really for my basket, so I headed into the local Goodwill that was just around the corner. It was hit or miss, kind of sparse really, what they had around, but they did have a lot of baskets. So there's got to be something here. I think this one's just a little too small. I mean, that definitely is too small. But this one for $2.99, it looks really good, but like I said, it's just a little bit too small. This one looks kind of interesting and would be, a great kind of thing she could sit on a counter or on a coffee table or something. No price and no one to help me. And that's when I turned around and I saw this. So their barn-dominium, inside they've taken old doors and they turned that into their kitchen island, and it's so beautiful. Remember in my thrifting tips video, I told you go down the aisles one way and then turn around and go back down the aisles the opposite direction, because you never know what you might have missed the first time around. Like this bowl, for example. I thought that was really pretty, but it just wasn't right for what I'm trying to do. And this little bird basket thing would be cute. But hey, you never know when you need some chili peppers, right? I was looking for these little trinket boxes as well, but this one's it was a little bit too big. Just not quite right for what I needed for a different project later on. And that antique bowl was absolutely gorgeous. I so wish I had some place for it. Thought these candlesticks might be pretty, but I don't really know what their style is, so I think I'm going to pass on those. But, they do like their chickens. I don't know if they want to go this far, though. So I headed into Hobby Lobby to see what other things maybe I could use as filler. They had some cute pictures, but again, I don't know if they want to go all in on the chicken thing. So I came on home. I was going to go out another day, and I said, you know what, let me shop my stash first. So let's see what I've got up here. I do have some vases that are milk glass. I don't know if I'm ready to part with that. And that one in the back, there's too much I have to do to it. But look at this right here. Okay, that might work. I remember I got this at a thrift store sale a while back, but it's a little too off-white for my house. So, but I think it'll work. So let's get all these price tags off and everything cleaned up, and we'll see what we can put together. This sticker just wasn't coming off, so let's go give it a good soak. I let it soak in some hot soapy water to get that off of there. So these are the things that I picked up to actually fill the basket with. I picked up some Mrs. Meyer's cleaning products, and they're all in a lemon scent with a lemon candle. And you'll see why in just a minute. But I also had a hand towel that was brand new. And then I picked up some fresh flowers. Hey y'all, you may have noticed this video going out a little bit earlier this week, and that is because I couldn't wait to share with you all the great deals that Amazon has right now. They have several DIY products on sale right now. Several of them are ones that I use all the time or are on my wish list. So let me show you what they have. So the first thing I saw was this 2-piece DeWalt drill kit. It's a drill and the impact driver with 2 batteries and the charger. I mean, those batteries alone are more than $50 each. So $124 for this entire kit is a phenomenal deal. This is the exact kit that I actually have. All the links will be in the description below. You can go ahead and just click on those. There's also my wish list things that I won't be showing, but they're in there. The next kit is a 5-piece tool set, and it comes with the drill and the circular saw and a sawzall and a driver and a all-in-one multi-tool. And that's 32% off for $453. And then this 9-piece kit is for $599, and it includes the compact drill driver, impact driver, reciprocating saw, circular saw, oscillating tool, a work light, a grinder, a Bluetooth speaker, and a right angled drill bag. This kit is really geared towards someone who's more advanced. The other 2 kits are great for, just starting out home projects. Now, this is on my wish list. This is going to hold all your drills and your tools and your hand tools and batteries and all the things all in one place rather than hunting them down like I do all the time. They're kind of scattered here and there. Every time I organize them, I need to reorganize them. So I really think I would do the 4-slot kit, and it comes with a coupon as well, so it'll be even less than this. So that is an excellent deal. If you're going to have a drill, you need some drill bits, and this kit is really great. It has 40 pieces for $26.99. It has all the different sizes. Yes, your drill's going to come with bits, but lo and behold, you'll find a screw, especially when you're doing furniture, that isn't the shape that you have already in your kit. And then this miter saw is phenomenal. It is actually the step above the one that I actually have, but it's very similar, and it's on sale for $4.99, which is a great price and so universal and easy to use. So now let's get back to the project. So now that we have all of the price tag taken off and everything is all nice and cleaned up, we're ready to go ahead and get the flowers inside. I am by no means a flower arranger, flower person, florist, I guess, or floral designer. I don't even know what they're called. Anyhow, but I did, for my son's wedding, he had a very casual beach wedding. So we just put a couple little things together for him. And I did find this YouTube channel called Flower Moxie, and I'll leave that in the link description below. It really helps you as a home decorator put your flowers together. But I did forget their first rule, which is put in the filler first, which all those little white flowers really should have been put in first. But hey, like I said, I'm not a professional by any means, so I'm just kind of putting this together kind of loosely. I don't want anything too fussy or complicated because it's kind of a casual kind of arrangement that I'm just trying to put together. Kind of wildflower-ish, if you will. Now, one thing that I did remember, and that's why I have my little clippers there, is that you want to cut your stems at a diagonal angle, and you want to cut them whenever you bring them home and put them in the water. What that's going to do is open up a fresh cut so that the water can absorb into the stem. I have no idea what this is. I mean, why would you put something that looks dead? Why would you put that inside the arrangement? I don't know. I just thought this was going to be pretty. Anyhow, so I'm just, like I said, I'm just trimming off those ends. And also, if you have anything that's kind of a woody stem, to actually trim it and then kind of bruise the bottom and get the fibers really open so that the water absorbs easier. That'll help preserve your blooms for much longer. Also, I'm taking off any of the leaves that would be below the water line, because that turns your water bad a lot faster and makes your blooms go bad a lot quicker. Now, in this package, I guess they got bruised in packaging, and I didn't see when I picked them up. So I'm actually going to end up replacing the lilies and the roses because they just got too bruised, and I don't want to, I don't want to give someone something that doesn't look fresh or good. So I'm actually going to put these in place, these particular flowers in place, but then I'm going to go head to the grocery store and just pick up some other little stems to see if I can kind of fill it in a little bit more as well, but also replace those roses and that lily that's there. But I think it's pretty good. Let's clean up our mess, and I'll show you how I put this together. So I take that packing paper and I'm just shoving it down into the corner. And what that's going to do is give a little bit of stability, or a place for kind of all of those jars of cleaner to kind of rest in place. And then I'll put the hand towel over the top and just tuck it in really well. And that also will help things stay in place. I could have used tissue paper, but I just felt this was going to be better. And it ended up working out quite well. So I just put those hand cleaners in there, and then, or hand cleaner, all of the different cleaners in there, and then the candle as well. And oh my goodness, it smells so, so good. And I also made a blueberry lemon loaf. So it went all with the whole lemon theme, and then the little blue in the towel and whatnot. So I just took some parchment paper and I'm just going to kind of wrap it up like a pretty loaf of bread is what I guess you'd wrap it up like. I'd say like a present, but I kind of did the top a little different, and I didn't want it too tight on there. And I'll just take some baking twine and wrap that around there as well and tie it in a bow. Now, I thought I would put this inside the basket, but I found that it didn't fit. It didn't rest in there very well. And we actually have to go through a wooded area to get to their house, so I don't think that would travel very well. So we just carried it separate, and that'll be just fine. It still goes along with the whole thing. So there, what do you think? They loved it. They already have it. That's I was waiting for the video to go out after I actually gave it to them. So I just thought it'd be a nice little housewarming present to help brighten up, and it's very springy and bright and clean. So these are the stems that I went ahead and went at that I picked up at the grocery store. I don't remember the names of those stirs or something like that, I think. And then I picked up yellow lilies because I thought, you know what, it was a little too much white. Nice, it filled it in really nicely. And yeah, so let's go ahead and head on over. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video today. Do not discount those thrifted items when trying to give a gift to someone because it just might be that unique thing that they wouldn't think to pick up themselves. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you don't ever want to miss one, go ahead, click that subscribe button and a notification bell so you know when a new one is posted. And I thank you so much for following along all the way to the end. Join us next week as I use some of those tools that I just showed you earlier from Amazon.